First of all, let's look at it from both sides. Yes, in advanced societies, taxation is a very essential instrument of generating resources for the government to be able to provide that primary purpose of its existence, which is welfare and security. So when the government generates taxes or revenue through taxes and other sources, government is able to provide basic necessities. And so it now becomes justifiable to say that this government should now tax more or tax less. But there is no justification for the government to put a burden of taxing properties or taxing houses that people have, labor hard to build in this time. We are not saying that it is not something to the, we're not saying the government doesn't have right to do so. We're not saying the government shouldn't tax, but we are saying on what ground, what justification are we, creating more burden on the people? Yes, on a positive light, if the government is responsive, there will be a level of justification to say that it will have significant impact in land in investment in lands, attracting investment in lands, estate development, and all that. Yes, it will have a significant impact. But our fears is that, in as much as we do know that it will have it's supposed to have some level of positive impact on the people. Just like if we go into an election, it is supposed to have a positive impact on the people. But the opinion of Nigerians, have we been able to say yes, the elections over the years have given us what we want? So if those things have not been able to give us, the taxes we have paid over the years, have they been able to give us what we want as citizens in terms of responses of government to the basic needs of the people? So it is on this ground that we are saying, if in good, they say one good term deserves another. And if on the basis of this, if we have not been able to see any positive impact, significant positive impact in those areas that I've mentioned in the past, how can we trust these same people to give us, good life if if this implementation begins or it commences? So that is the fear. That is what we are saying, and it is because we have seen over time that government, which is supposed to actually be about the people, has not been about the people over the years. So if this comes into full implementation, it will be exploitative. It will be regressive, and citizens, the fear of citizens will be that the benefits will not really reach the common man, and it will have no significant impact. It is very good for government representatives and agents to come to tell us sweet mouth, to say sweet things about the law. We have had sweet laws. We have had very robust and beautiful laws over the years. But in terms of implementation to affect the lives of the common man, how have we fared in those other existing laws? That we are now introducing other burden and convincing the people to accept that this is going to work. Yes, practically, theoretically, it should work. It should provide grounds for investment in lands. Returns will come, are supposed to come in, will be reinvested in other sectors, and to bring about overall development, which is what we are craving or crying or talking about or advocating for. But in actual sense, if this implementation comes to play, can we trust these people to still give us good life? Can we trust them to? Because look at it, the various infrastructures we've had over the years, like the likes of commissioner quarters, the quarters we had over the years. You know how they were handled. They are in the hands of private individuals now, and so that same government has not provided even a block of housing for the people over the last how many years. Government is a continuum, so we're talking about government, not for any specific individual here. So if that has been the case, you are now bringing a burden. I call it a burden because the goods that are supposed to come from it eludes the people most times, and so that has become a burden. One of the very pressing one, it is issues of awareness. It's a very challenging one. We expect that before such a very strange, because it's alien to us, like we mentioned from the introductory part, we said an average person on the street would say that I have a land or I own a land. Now, you are coming to enlighten him to understand that no, in actual sense, he doesn't really own any land, that the land belongs to the government. So we expect that the government should put in place mechanisms to enlighten, reach out to the people first, make the people understand the law, make the people, get the buying of the people, so that they will understand. We're discussing on at some platform, just an informal platform, and then we're trying to make the people understand, some of these things. And if you see the response from the people, it shows that the law is alien to them. It's new, totally new to them. They are not aware, so much aware about the laws and what they even stand to benefit. And to convince them that it has benefit on them is even an uphill task, because it's not something they are used to. And the government they are used to, an average Nigerian will tell you that the corruption in the government sector is so huge that you cannot trust them for anything fiscal money. So one of the challenges will be how to convince the people to create that public enlightenment to be able to get the buying of the people. Another challenge we'll get into when the implementation commences is issue that is so popular in our midst, which is the issues of corruption in the system. So corruption will raise it ugly at various phases, and we know how it plays out in our own society. And so what mechanism has government put in place to address issues of corruption that will certainly raise it? Try collecting C of O today and see the hurdles you pass through. You see the bureaucracy, the corruption that characterize the entire process. And then you are introducing an alien, a strange and unpopular policy or law that you have not done adequate sensitization and convincing the people to accept this law or to understand this law and how you are going to operate it, and giving them assurance that it's going to benefit them. So these are immediate challenges that people will begin to confront. And then we imagine somebody coming to stand at your door in the morning to say that you are owing so amount because you own a property or a house that you are living in. You bought the land with your money, and then you built the house with your money, and then you are supposed to pay that tenement rate or property rate to the government, and you are not even aware of it. So you can imagine the chaos that it will create in the society in the first place. So these areas, I do not support that this implementation should start soonest. We support that there should be a high level of sensitization. How many town hall meetings have the government had? We had representatives of the people at various levels, House of Assembly, House of Reps, and how many town hall meetings have they organized to sensitize their own constituents, to feed their constituents back with this information that because they passed the law. So how many persons are aware in their constituencies? So that is a challenge.